back to the joint. On this episode, somebody who I have no respect for this man. I can't. I don't care if he made it to the NFL and I didn't. I don't care. Because first of all, everything he says I'm jealous or I'm talking about Chris Sims. Chris Sims is acting all pissy on Jayden Daniels for just wanting to get his money, wanting to get his due. Now, Martin, can you go more in depth into this a little bit, or do I need to?
Oh. It would be my pleasure.
Right X. Shift the Viper right. Green right X. Green right X. Shift the Viper right. 382 X stick looky.
Here we go, guys. Green right X. Shift the Viper right. 382 Y stick looky on one. Ready? X stick looky on one.
Let's go scatter to west right tight. F left. 372 Y stick Z spot.
Here we go. Scatter to west right tight. F left. 382 Y stick.
Christ. Just go scatter to west right tight. F left. 372 Y stick Z spot.
Here we go. Scatter. Say it again.
Scatter to west right
Yeah,
tight.
say it again.
F left. 372
Because Chris Sims.
Z spot.
Here we go. Scatter to
West right tight.
scatter to west right tight. F left. 382
372
372
Y stick
Y
Z
stick
spot.
Z spot on one. Ready?
Christ. Huh?
I'm the problem.
Am I making you nervous, aren't I?
No, I just couldn't spit it out.
Yeah, you are the problem. Y'all gonna have a show and whatever, and I'm supposed to listen to you, and you can't even get a play out, but you're gonna go talk about Jayden Daniels. You're gonna go talk about the likes of Jalen Hurts. You're gonna go talk about the likes of people who have been way better than your piece of shit career that you had. Nah, I'm good. I'm good on that.
Whoa, that was really disrespectful. It's a different world in the NFL. Let's talk about this for a minute. Because I think it should be addressed. Jayden Daniels is upset, Jayden Daniels' camp is upset about the fact that his number 5, which he wore at LSU, was handed to another person, rookie, freshman coming off, and that they have not retired it. Once again, let's also remind you, there was no national title won at LSU. While he was a phenomenal player, and I don't claim to know college as much as I know the NFL, let's at least get that out of the way. So there is a very strong legacy there. There's nothing to me that screams that we don't need to use number 5. Jayden's camp has said they would not. They give LSU no permission to use his likeness anymore. He's done. Bad divorce. This is basically what's going on right now. And Chris Sims gets on. And I don't know where he gets off sometimes. I'd love to punch that guy in the face. Sorry, I can't stand him. He says, he's being too touchy. Now, I said camp because we know that Jayden, along with Lamar Jackson, have some really protective mothers that sometimes really don't have the best interest. But I'm going to push back on this one. Every dime that you can extract for your son, every dime that you can get from whatever you can get it from, that's what she's doing. Now, the statement was a pretty strong statement about how they were disappointed with LSU and that that number should not be being used. And, this is an insult, essentially, to Daniels. It was a strong statement from what we know about Daniels. I will say that it doesn't sound like it's coming from him. And if it is coming from him, this must be his alter ego. So this sounds like a mama bear being a little overprotective, which once again, I don't think moms make the greatest agents. I don't think agents make the greatest agents. But let's look at this a little bit objectively. Chris Sims is a bitch because he's mad about his mom just trying to get her son every little bit of money. That's what's going on right now in college football, is the extraction of money. Because if you're going to use a player's likeness, if you're going to use all of this kind of stuff, why shouldn't they fight for every dime? Why shouldn't they say, I think I want this, I think I want that? Especially at the beginning of their career. So I push back at Chris Sims and his bitch ass again, sitting there saying this is being a little bit too sensitive. Well, how much is LSU going to make on a Jaden Daniels jersey? How much is LSU going to make in the NCAA game? I urge you to shut your mouth about this because you've said it several times. And you've been wrong a lot. I mean, that clip already shows it. I didn't have any effort in that. Martin wanted to play that clip. But I don't have a problem with him saying, look, just don't use anything I did. Because clearly I'm not valuable. Once again, no national championship, none of that. Completely understand. Probably, like I said, we're speculating that it's mom. But these moms and some of the... it's a 50-50 street. They don't know how to manage what to say. Because this didn't win anything with them. So why? This just sounded overboard, so I will say that. But Chris Sims is being a bitch, as usual, about somebody just trying to extract as much money